Hi, I'm Ted Radick with the Courier Sports Department, here with Jamie Baker and Dave Hanneman, and we are here to talk about Week 9, gentlemen, of the football season.
Starting to feel like Week 9 out there, too. At least it is this week. So,
Football weather.
Good football weather.
Yep, time to bundle up.
Okay, Dave Fremont Ross comes to Findlay this week. Your thoughts?
Seriously, you want my thoughts on this?
I do. We all do.
This is going to be a game. Both teams basically cannot get out of their own way this season. They both wanted to have better seasons. They're both struggling a bit. Fremont Ross has tried two different quarterbacks in the last 3 weeks. They're doing what young, inexperienced teams do. They make mistakes, and they do not finish drives, and it's affecting both their records. The turnover bug is just killing both of them. Fremont Ross has had 2 of the last 3 games. They've had at least 7 turnovers in the game. Findlay has had 17 in the last 4 games. So what Friday night is going to come down to, guys, is as bad as these 2 teams are having and the seasons are having, the winner of this game is going to be able to walk away and say, at least that year we beat Fremont or we beat Findlay. It's a pride game. That's what the kids are going to be playing for Friday night. Neither one's going to the playoffs. The league title's not in here. So this brings it down to the bare essentials, and that's if we can beat our big rival this week, we can still got something to hang our hats on.
Can Findlay usually expect their best shot from Fremont Ross every year, just about?
Yes, they can. If Fremont could be 0-9, they'd come in here and they would be so jacked up to beat Findlay that throw the records out the window. I know it's cliche, but and they're not a bad team. They've always got some good athletes. Mm-hmm. So, and you've got that little edge of desperation in there. You want something to grab onto. It's slipping away a little bit for both teams, and you got to grab when you can.
It is also the time of year, though, when you start to see teams pack it in, teams that are ready to be done, and just kind of mail it in these last 2 weeks. So it'll be interesting to see all the way around, see if that happens at all.
Meanwhile, in the Blanchard Valley Conference, there was a big one this week as Lipsick and Macomb. Jamie, these 2 teams have hooked up in some intense battles the past couple seasons.
They have, and Lipsick's coming off a loss to Liberty Benton, but Liberty Benton's beaten a lot of good teams this year, right. So I don't know if that makes much of a difference coming in. Macomb took care of Pandora pretty easily. Should be a good, hard-hitting ball game at Doc Miller Field. Before the season started, I asked some kids from both sides, who's your rival, and both of them said, kind of the Lipsick kid said Macomb's our rival, and Macomb kid said Lipsick's our rival. So they kind of got a nice little thing going, and there'll be a lot of playoff points on the line, and probably the winner will be guaranteed themselves a home game in the playoffs, at least in Week 11.
Ted, you've seen Lipsick a time or two. Are you surprised that the Kuhlman boy hasn't had a better year at quarterback, or is he just not have the receivers this year? Because as a sophomore and junior, he had fantastic passing numbers.
He looked awfully good last Friday against
did.
Liberty Benton until he sprained his ankle on the very last play of the first half. He was mobile out of the pocket before then. He looked like the Zach Coleman we expected to see. So, but they've lost a lot of linemen and a lot of receivers over the past couple seasons, so I think it took them a while to get back into the groove.
Okay.
You can get all the coverage in the Courier on Saturday morning in the newspaper and online at thecourier.com.